Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are finishing up on the Duramax. Hoping to get the turbo back in. First step's going to be pretty much pulling off of all of the components that are on here. We need to get all of them off. Drain tube, coolant line, the feed and the return for the coolant, which is on the other side. So get all that off and then get it back in the car. We need to clean up all the surfaces in the car because we've got pretty much the drain tube in the back. It needs to get pulled out. I got everything filled up with rags at the moment, so nothing got in there overnight. But yeah, we're gonna get back into it. We've got a bunch of cleaning and moving and getting the new gaskets and all that seated before we get together, make sure we have everything. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to it and we'll see if we can't get that done today. Alrighty, so as you can see, this is on the oil drain line. Make sure you get that gasket pretty much as clean as you can get it. I'm having a hard time. I pretty much spent like 30 minutes trying to dig at this thing, get it cleaner. So about to install the turbo back in here and got everything actually bolted up onto it. So that is pretty good. Got new coolants, not new coolant lines, but same coolant lines, same bolts, just new gaskets, both of them, and then a new gasket on this, and then I've got the new gasket to install inside there, which is this guy right here. That's going to be your oil drain gasket. It's the one that's wider.
Oh, you dropped it.
And then we are going to get that installed. So yeah, I'll hit you guys back in a minute. Alright, so what you guys are going to see here is I'm going to be putting anti-seize on all of the pretty much all the hardware. All these, they're 17mm bolts. These are my turbo hold down bolts. Essentially just gonna make sure you tighten them really tight if you put all anti-seize on them. But I use anti-seize on pretty much everything on the turbo just because I don't want this fucking shit to get seized. If it gets seized, it becomes pretty much a nightmare. Physically impossible to get this stuff back off. Alrighty guys, so we've got the turbo in. I think I already showed you guys that. But we've got the both up pipes completely installed, tightened up. Both of those are done, so now we need to put the down pipe up on there. Once we get those on there, then it's just more little bit of stuff on top and then putting all the rest of the intakes and all that back on. I've got the coolant lines connected. I don't have them tightened down yet, but I gotta tighten those up. I already got the oil feed line in with the new gasket on there. Crush washers. Yeah, I do need to do my fuel pressure regulator, but that is like down in here. So I haven't even had to pull that apart yet. And I don't think I have the Y-bridge gaskets yet to do that. So it's probably gonna wait for another day. I'm gonna see if I can't get all this wrapped up here in the next few minutes. All right, so things escalated quite quickly. Been using this little tiny contraption. It's a T25. Changing out the, I guess I can show you. Changing out the fuel pressure regulator. So my truck was surging at idle. Hopefully that's the cause. If not, hopefully the turbo fixes it. But this is what we got going. I tore all this apart. We got thermostats out. This is the new part we just got in there. It's got 3 T25 Torx bolts put in there. And other than that, that's about all I've gotten done. I mean, I got the turbo, I think, buttoned up on everything. Obviously still coolant lines and all that. I figured the coolant's already out, so I already had to drain the coolant to do the turbo, so I might as well just do all this while I'm here, you know, the rabbit hole. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna close out the video here. I think we're gonna try this, hopefully get all this fixed up during the week. I'm gonna go to town here in a little bit and go get some parts, but we will see. Hey guys, what is going on? Today we are back out here. We're trying to get the Duramax up. We've got probably 3 weeks worth of work to do to it, and I need the truck for Drift Evolution this weekend. It is Sunday today, and we have pretty much the entire part of this thing torn apart. Thermostat's out. Rained last night, so luckily I had the hood closed, but fuel pressure regulator just got swapped over. I actually have to gasket to clean this up. This is the, I forget what it's called. It's the O-ring for the Y pipe, I think is what it's referred to as. This thing needs to get cleaned up. I don't even think there's an O-ring in this one. We're gonna fill it full of silicone and see if we can't, not silicone, RTV, and see if we can get it to seal so we don't have any boost leaks. And then we are going to, after that, get the thermostats installed, hopefully get all that. I got 2 new ones. I got the fuel filter to put on. I also have U-joints I need to do because the truck has got the Chevy U-joint click going on, so I have to fix that. Picked up stuff for the oil change because we have to do an oil change on it. I don't think I have to do one on the Z because I did one right before last event and then only did like, I only burned 1 set of tires because I ended up breaking a crankshaft position sensor, or no, cam position sensor, and the car would not run. I also still have not gotten the brake line sorted yet. I've been trying to, but for some reason the hard lines are super hard to source. I can order one on eBay, but it won't be here for like a month. So it's still all torn apart entirely. I've got the, I think I can get one from Sac City Auto Parts. So I think I'm gonna probably drive, because I have to go to Sacramento on Tuesday. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow, make sure they have one. If I can get that, I will order that. Tomorrow afternoon, it's not supposed to be raining, so I think I'm gonna try to get the other side knocked out on that. That'll probably be in this video. And we will be finishing up the truck, hopefully today, as long as the weather provides. But yeah, I'm out of breath because I'm fat. But other than that, we're gonna get to work and I will shoot you guys some video and we'll see what we can do. Ooh, it might just peel off. I hope it peels off. Would make my life much easier. They like set this gasket into it. O-ring. We can do this and then I'll just put new RTV on it. We've got some 90-minute quick set stuff, so I mean it is cold as shit out here though, so I don't know if it'll actually cure that fast. I can always set this and then come back to it after I do the thermostats. Actually, I can't do the thermostats until I do this, so yeah, this is the first step. Maybe I'll work on the truck, the car. if you guys can see this or not, but essentially we're just trying to clean off all this RTV silicone they put on here. Oh, there we go. We can just pull that out. I'm going to be reusing this O-ring because I didn't have time to order a new one. I didn't have any at the O'Reilly store. I want to rip out my intake temperature probe. I don't know if I have a reading for that one. Actually, I should look into that. I didn't realize that there was one on here. It's hidden on the bottom of the intake, or on the bottom of the white pipe. Oh, it's called a white bridge, not a white pipe. White bridge. There we go. Now I can use this. Let's see if I can get. That thing's terrible. This is like the only razor blade I could find. I have one of my knives, so it's half shot. Anyway, enough mumbling. I'll do a time lapse and you guys can go ahead and just fast forward through this process while I put this whole thing back together. Alrighty, so I believe we are just about wrapped up on this whole thing. Pretty much have to essentially bleed the coolant now, get it fired up because I got the filter on, so I have to fill the fuel filter back up with a little diesel to get that started. I think we are just about wrapped up. I'm pretty sure I checked everything twice, and if I didn't, I wish I did. So yeah, we'll see if this thing fires up. So, currently bleeding the coolant out. I already got coolant down there, so I think we are about good on that. I'm probably going to just wrap this up here and take a test drive. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Alright, so took this thing on a test drive. I mean, it's not entirely buttoned up, definitely need to wash the damn thing, but we have tiny coolant leak, but I can't figure out exactly what it's for, so yeah, other than that, everything is fine. Alrighty, so she is back. Test drive was a success, nothing broke, so that is a win. We're gonna see about, I'm gonna take it tomorrow to work and start getting it ready for this weekend's event. I gotta get the toolbox back in the bed and get the fuel tank in there and quite a bit of other stuff. I need it actually cleaned out because it's full of crap because life's always busy. But our next project at hand is going to be this 350Z. We need to get that line swapped back out. Hoping Tuesday I can get the actual part, a new hard line for the driver's side. But if not, I will figure something out. But yeah, this is probably going to cut it for this video. I'm not sure exactly how long it is or how many days it took to film this, but it was a couple. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe.